Donald Trump has primarily gotten where he is in life based on the fact that he started out with power and position and has mostly just denigrated people, especially Joe Biden. But in this breaking story, we all need to be clear. America is waking up to the concept that, yes, the emperor actually has no clothes, because the truth at the core of who Donald Trump is he's on the way to being 80 years old, and he actually is and always has been this.
His lies never stop.
$35 insulin. You know who did that? I did that.
Obviously not true. Here's Joe Biden signing that piece of legislation.
Because in this breaking story at Occupy Democrats, this is really who Donald Trump is himself.
It's the level of stupidity is incredible.
Biden's brain? How about yours, Mango Muppet?
One mistake, and it's no good, but we just can't make mistakes, right? So we don't make mistakes. Go ahead, Ken.
Chuck Canterbury, the National President, Fraternal Order of Police from South Carolina.
There was progress today. I look forward to solving it.
Thank you, Steve. And so here's a good excuse. And I said, Ron, make sure these countries start paying their bills a little bit more. They're way, way behind, Ron. And you heard the Prime Minister, you heard Netanyahu yesterday. Well, I had dinner last night with Jim Perry.
This idiot has the nuke codes.
It's being discussed right now. Mike Bolton, as you know, is in Russia.
For instance, according to Pew, a majority of Afghanistan and Iraq.
And what we saw at Pleasure, what a name. We just left Pleasure.
Yeah, that education he has, but oddly just won't show his records, will he?
I used to use the word incompetent. Now I just call him stupid. I went to an Ivy League school.
Stone cold BS crazy town.
During my 4 years, I had the best environmental numbers.
Trump rolled back environmental protections and dismissed climate change.
I'm very highly educated.
Oh, sure you are, but yet you can't speak.
The members of our armed forces, and you understand that very well, have always lived also calling upon all 50 states to immediately waive all applicable state taxes as well. Despite these obstacles, Karen.
Yes, you have the best words.
I know words. I have the best words.
But try this one, Donald.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
And this is truly the Trump doctrine at the core of this breaking story I'm going to show you in a few seconds.
Project 25. I don't know anything about it.
Donald Trump has been at our organization. He's blessed it. He's very supportive of what we do.
No inflation.
I did nothing wrong.
Here's the truth. Donald Trump has been and always will be a liar.
But yet, like a clock, Trump is right 2 times a day when he says this about himself.
But there's no better word than stupid.
Because in this breaking story, America has shown you the truth about where they believe Donald Trump is and the one word that really applies to him. Check this breaking story out. Most Americans, including 30% of Republicans, believe Trump is becoming erratic with age. A new Reuters/Ipsos poll suggests that Americans are increasingly concerned about President Donald Trump's age and state of mind. The survey, which was conducted online between February 18th and 23rd, measured the attitudes of 4,638 American adults. It found that 89% of Democrats, 30% of Republicans, and 64% of independents believe that the president is becoming erratic with age. Taken altogether, 61% of respondents describe Trump that way. 45%, meanwhile, still believe that he is mentally sharp and able to deal with challenges. 49% say he is not. 79% of respondents indicated that elected officials in Washington, D.C., more generally, are too old to represent most Americans. Trump's approval rating ticked up 2 points to 40%, and net approval rating went up by 4 points to minus 18%. The former number had stood pat at 38% in the previous 2 Reuters/Ipsos polls, which were conducted in mid-February and late January, when his net approval rating came in at minus 22% and minus 21%. Respectively. The president's approval rating has slipped with among whites, blacks, and Hispanics since February of last year, but most precipitously with that last group, from 36% to 29%. His economic approval rating has also taken a notable dip over that time frame from 41% to 36%. That's a fact, Jack. That is the most accurate, current, up-to-date truth polling that we've seen in America about where we really are. And while we like to say the word erratic is just something you call a friend, or I had a moment, or that's just their personality, the truth of the matter is that word for somebody going on 80 years old who has the most powerful position in the world, who just told their own Supreme Court to shove their decision, that is a different definition when you discuss the word erratic for that person, because we wake up every single day in this country wondering what in the world might he do next, setting aside lies and ego. Literally, what might he do next? And that is beginning to finally turn people away from this abject clown. You guys like and share the video, and stay frosty.